coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw, caught by Pitts. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
How about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, here's Gibbs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Throwing on third. Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion right, that's Hamler. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. Will not allow him to cut upfield. They'll come on now 3rd and 9. Ritter back to throw. And caught by London. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they run the option on 2nd down. He'll pitch it back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. They'll go again with Gibbs. This time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Ritter on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Robinson. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Okay.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Ritter. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
97.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Got a man, it's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Touchdown, Falcons! K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down and 8.
14.
Now it's gone. He'll buy some time right. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Pick off to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
There to make the tackle, Deion Leonard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Here's Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Gone. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go.
Now Goff. Oh, that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to begin their nenext drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Going play action. Ritter. That is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Falcon football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Goff now looks to throw. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd down and 6.
Super 66.
Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as the season moves along.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Jesse Bates made the tackle from a safety spot.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
17. 17.
Another run for Gibbs here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Brown. Hold on. Check. Super 1. Hey, lift. What's that?
Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
10 cycles.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Robinson on a give right side. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This for the lead in the final stages. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 26-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Shell.
Now it's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Connects with Peoples-Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Hey, 5. 12.
Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Goff. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give to Robinson on the option. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside